Okay, good morning students and welcome back to the class. In the previous class, we discussed about the what is that independent law of independent assortment. Okay, and even we discussed about the chromosomal theory of inheritance. Fine. So after that, we will discuss today about the linkage and recombination. Okay, so that is a linkage and recombination. So before defining the linkage and the recombination, let us know about a few things, okay, which are related to the title, that is a linkage and recombination. Fine. So one of the scientists, that is T.H. Morgan, he carried out several dihybrid processes. So remember, very important, this T.H. Morgan, who carried out several dihybrid crosses. We have already discussed the dihybrid cross, that is a cross between the two parents with two pair of contrasting characters, isn't it? That is a seed shape and seed color. Okay, yellow round shaped and yellow colored seed is crossed, that plant is crossed with the plant with the wrinkle seed and green color. So that is a dihybrid cross is a cross between two parents, okay, having two pair of contrasting characters. So here T.H. Morgan, that is a scientist who conducted several experiments, that two dihybrid crosses, okay, in Drosophila melanogaster. It is very important. T.H. Morgan, he carried out several dihybrid crosses on this Drosophila melanogaster, that is the scientific name of a fruit fly. So T.H. Morgan conducted several dihybrid crosses on the fruit fly, that is a scientific name of fruit fly is a Drosophila melanogaster. Remember this, it will be asked for exams, okay, and even for 1 mark and also for 3 marks, okay, and even for 5 marks, okay. So this T.H. Morgan conducted the experiment several dihybrid crosses, okay, in this Drosophila melanogaster, that is a fruit fly, okay. Why? To study genes that were sex linked. He conducted the experiment with an objective to study the genes which are linked with each other, sex linked with each other, okay. And you see, he has conducted experiment on this fruit fly, that is a Drosophila melanogaster. Why he chose that one? The reasons for choosing this Drosophila flies, okay, as we discussed why this Gregor John Mendel chose the pea plant. Like this, here, why this T.H. Morgan selected the fruit fly or Drosophila for his experiment. Okay, the reasons are the short life. This Drosophila was having very short life, so that he can conduct more experiments. Okay, short life cycle, that is of about 2 weeks period. And the next reason is a clear differentiation between a male and female. So there was a clear differentiation between male fruit fly and female fruit fly. So that was an advantage for conducting the experiment. And the third reason is that these fruit flies can be grown on synthetic medium. So fruit flies can be grown on a synthetic means artificial medium. So whenever we require. So that was another reason why the T.H. Morgan selected the Drosophila. Okay, and next reason is that many hereditary variations can be seen with the microscope. You see, many hereditary variations, that is the variation which are transferred or transmitted from generation to generation, they can be seen with the microscope. So that is another reason. Okay, and the next reason is that large number of progenies. Okay, large number of progeny means offspring. Okay, can be produced with a single cross. Okay, that means with each cross large number of progenies or offsprings can be produced. So that is another reason why the Drosophila is selected. Okay, and next you see, these are the reasons. These were the reasons for selecting the Drosophila fruit fly. Okay. Next, let us know more about the things which are related to the linkage. Okay. So, genetics studies after Mendel revealed that. So, after the Mendel, who is pioneer in the study of in the field of genetics, after Mendel, so many studies were carried out, okay, in the field of genetics, and that revealed means that showed, what they showed is that some of the genes, they do not follow the law of independent assortment during the gamete formation. You see, so many the genetic, what is that? So many studies have been conducted after the Mendel, and they revealed or they showed that some of the genes, you see, it is very much important, some of the genes, they do not follow the law of independent assortment during the gamete formation. You see, Mendel showed that the genes, they are independently assorted or separated or during the gamete formation. Okay, that is what the law put forth by this Mendel. But some exception to that, some of the genes, they do not follow the law of independent assortment. Okay, of during the gamete formation. During gamete formation, these genes, they did not separated independently during during gamete formation. This was seen during the studies of genetics after Mendel. And you see, this is because the reason was that why some of the genes, they do not follow the law of independent assortment during gamete formation. This is because these means some of the genes, these genes are present on the same chromosome and they transmitted as a single unit. You see, this is because these genes which are presented on the same chromosome. You see, this is the chromosome, and the genes A and B which are present on the same chromosome, they transmitted as a single unit. This A and B genes, they have transmitted as a single unit. They did not separated during the gamete formation. Okay, they transmitted as a single unit without separation. Okay, hence therefore presence of two or more genes on the same chromosome are said to be linked genes. You see, the genes which are present on the same chromosome, they are linked together. Okay, they are linked. Okay, linked genes, and their pattern of inheritance is called linkage. Okay, so the genes which are present on the same chromosomes, are said to be linked genes, and these their pattern of inheritance together without separation is called as a linkage. Okay, is called as a linkage. I hope you are getting the things. Okay, you see, that is why linkage is defined as linkage. It is tendency of two or more genes. So therefore linkage is defined as it is a tendency. Tendency means the movement that tendency, that is habit of two or more genes to remain together. They remain together in original combination. You see, A and B, these are the two genes present on the same chromosomes. They remain in the original combination on the same chromosome generation to generations. Okay, they won't separate. So linkage is the tendency of two or more genes to remain together on the same chromosome, okay, in original combination, okay, for generation to generation, okay, or it is the physical association between two genes. The physical association between two genes is called as a linkage. Okay, so these in linkage, what happens? Linkage is nothing but the tendency of the two or more genes, okay, to remain together in their original combination, okay, on the same chromosomes for generation to generation. So that is known as a linkage. Okay, with this we conclude here. Tomorrow we will discuss about the experiment conducted by T.H. Morgan on this Drosophila melanogaster, that is a fruit fly. Okay, with this we conclude and thank you.